Okay, we should be live. It is Saturday, January 2nd. The time is 3:38 p.m. The temperature right now is 2 degrees Celsius. I'm here just outside of King Station, in front of Commerce Court North and Commerce Court West. What's up, David? Gary, SF49. Ramses, I'm just putting the finishing touches on setting up this stream. Bear with me for a second, guys. So that should enable slow chat. This stream should be good to go. What's up? Jason, Carlton, Calix, Tom, Tim, Tung. Bevy says hi. Chetna says hi. Cutting Edge says hi. Cowboy Cody says we could hear you. That is good. After last night's debacle, where I had my live stream on my other channel, I dropped my microphone. Whoopsie doodles. Okay, let me get my sit up here. Hope you were able to fix the mic. Yes, guys. Hey, Mike Lewis from Buffalo. Dan says, yo, what's up, Johnny? I was able to fix the microphone. All I had to do was restart Windows. What happened was when the microphone fell off my desk, when I plugged it back in, Windows wouldn't recognize it. It's an unknown USB device. So that's why we had to end the stream on a quiet note. Good afternoon, Carol, Mario, KD. Bad Boy says, they showed a clip of City Hall. Yes, City TV showed some people skating around City Hall. And they credited me. What's up, Peter Stock and Carlton? David Wardle says hello. Good evening from a frosty, snowy Scotland. Here you guys go. Just so you know, it's really me and not that Stumbles idiot who drops things. I feel bad napping while you're walking. Johnny sounds cold. No, it's not that cold of a day. So I thought we would head west to Liberty Village. I have not streamed through Liberty Village before. Greetings, Jason from Parkdale. Aaron and Dimitri's Adventures say hi. Huma says hi. Susan is commenting that it's dead. This section is always dead though. And this is, let me throw the wide angle on. Should I read Dylan Reynolds' messages in Dylan's voice? Am says, how you doing today? Pat, RFA account. Paula, the only lioness. Ooh, I like that name. Edward, I put my equipment in the description. I have two phones and I am ordering a new phone actually, not for streaming, but for personal use. I'm gonna keep the S20 for streaming. Can you try going out of the city for a driving stream? I did a driving stream all the way to Niagara Falls. And now that I don't have access to a car, it'll be a while. Midge Adams, Happy New Year. So we're just gonna head west all the way over to Liberty Village. I've been meaning to do a stream in Liberty Village, although Liberty Village isn't that big, so I thought it might be more fun to walk over there. Should get a middle view here. So we're starting off in the core. What about a super small video camera? I do use a really small camera. For streaming though, I have to use the phone because I want to be able to read your chats. What's up, Matt B? It's the BMO building, otherwise known as First Canadian Place. Still, somehow, the tallest building in Canada. Susan says this morning was icy. Thanks, Rob. It was a quick fix. How's the egg? The egg, I put the egg in my fridge door and it fell out and It's splattered all over my fridge, so I had to clean that up. Bevy needs to figure out how to stream. Shoot me a message on Patreon, Bevy. Definitely look into getting the Prism app, Prism. We're in the financial district, but we will not be here for long. We're just gonna march west, and we're gonna keep going west until we get to Liberty Village. Whoa! Johnny strides life will return to almost normal by the end of 2021. It's not the boldest of predictions, Dylan, but I hope that's true. On the weekends, the financial district is really hit or miss. It would not be unexpected for it to be this busy. However, once we get west of the financial district, that's where things are going to look a lot less busy than they would normally be. Johnny, what happened to your mic? I knocked it off the table. Sorry guys, we didn't get to do the, I was just gonna draw a face on the egg with a Sharpie to finish that stream anyways. I actually rewatched that stream and I left the window on the bottom right way too big. I should have made it smaller. It kept blocking part of what I was trying to show and I wasn't in the center of the camera. Lessons learned for next time. Joan, no, it's not. Yes, here's the, well, these are all, not all of these are Mies van der Rohe, but most of them are. This one on the left, the old stock exchange is new. New-ish relative to the other ones, but let's just keep marching here. Who took, is the monolith gone? Some party pooper came and took that away? Boo earns to them. Johnny, opposite of what everyone tells him to do. Like the Seagram building in New York, yes, and Chicago has a complex that's very similar. That building has actually doubled as the New York buildings. Johnny, why was today's walking video so short? Today's walking video was going to be a stumbles video, but since I kind of watched it, and I kind of liked it, so I decided to put it on the main channel. I thought I'll give it more exposure than putting it on the second channel where it might get buried. And the video we edited together last night will go up tomorrow morning. Bevy says crappy ass umbrella. I don't think too many travel style umbrellas would have survived that. Anne-Marie, this is the main channel. The video I put this morning, that snow walk, was going to be on the Stumbles channel. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. So I decided to put that on here. I haven't filmed a video today and I probably won't. So this is it. What's up, Yuri? Yuri says hi all. Matt B says, beautiful day in the city. What's your call sign for your main channel? I'm not fully understanding that question. Thanks, Anne-Marie. If you guys want to see what the process is for some reason of putting together one of my walking videos from an editing point of view, check out my other channel. I did a live stream last night where we did a video together. Although people aren't going to be too happy because I'm not using the thumbnail we chose. Hello, Matt B says, not so beautiful day, it's freaking cloudy. Yeah, we've had gloom and doom in the sky for a long time. Shout out me, Johnny, it's me, Radul. Okay, Rudy, 80s baby. Caesar N is applying to a university in Toronto. Well, good luck, Caesar. Alan Young. Alan has joined David Wardle all the way from Scotland. Johnny, all these live streams, I'm having a hard time watching your regular videos. Well, don't worry about that. Today's video is 10 minutes and I don't even talk. Are you getting drunk tonight? I'm getting something tonight. Is it true that most Canadians don't like the US? No, that is not true. I quite like the US and we like traveling there. So do most people I know. Jeanette says, hi Johnny and everyone. Hi Jeanette. Hope you're doing well down in Houstonia. These towers here were actually designed to be reminiscent of water. Mohammed says, hi, how are you? I am well. Sarah says, hi. David Wardell is, Zanzibar is not allowed to open. It's still there. It's just one of Uncle Dougie's places that can't operate right now. It's Bob from Kapuskasing who hates the US. Greetings, Harjot. World Traveler says glitching. Guys, let me know if there's any audio problems. In terms of video, you might just have to hit refresh. My app is indicating that the signal is nice and clear. Do you know when Canada will open for border tourism? No, I don't. There's a look north up University. I did refresh, now back to 720p. Susan, what's wrong with your internet? Why are you always watching in 720? Oh, someone was asking where the Eaton Center was. Johnny, my phone battery when dead. Is Yonge Street the longest street in the world? No, it's not, and it's never been. Jason confirms audio is good. You getting Popeyes today? I don't know what I'm getting today. Can you walk down the Esplanade, Andrew? I think I just walked down there, but I could probably do that again. We're on a mission today to go to Liberty Village. Action VJ at lunchtime for you. Mark Kolex, come to the junction. You know what? I was planning a junction live stream in the coming weeks. I had marked out a few areas in the city where I haven't live streamed that have a lot to offer that's interesting. So I was going to do a Stockyards and Junction live stream. The Stockyards is up on St. Clair. Technically, it's the northern part of the junction, but most people don't consider it the junction. Here's the site. A lot on this channel. Alex lives north of the Stockyards. The Stockyards is kind of interesting. I'm not a fan of the big retail development there. It's very suburban-y, but it's still worth checking out. Did you fix your mic? Yes, all I had to do was reboot my computer. When the mic fell, it gave me an error, and I couldn't fix that until I rebooted. There's a look at St. Andrews. What's up, Super Mario? I can see you now from my condo at the Ritz. Mark Lang says greetings from the wrong side of the world, where he flushes his toilet and the water spins the wrong way.
They're good in Toronto.
Greetings, Mark. Susan misses the Target. I think Target really screwed up. They should have just opened a few stores and got the experience right, rather than an onslaught of crappy stores. Are you walking through the X? I don't know if we're gonna go that far. We're gonna get to Liberty Village, which won't start until I think Strawn Avenue. Jenny K is accusing me of borrowing a line from The Simpsons. Yeah, sorry about the broken mic. And I realized I was typing things on Notepad, and anyone viewing on a phone probably really struggled to read what I was typing. I've always liked this condo. We'll let the streetcar go by. Harry Yarrow loves Canada from Chester County, Pennsylvania. These Muskoka chairs aren't encouraging distancing. Harjat, yes we are. Jenny, a pretty bold accusation. This is David Peacock Square. All right, let's keep going west here. Alex went to Roy Thompson Hall once. I think everyone who grew up in the GTA went there once for some school trip. Michael, I have. Do you invest in stocks? No, but I'm a proud owner of some Bitcoin right now. Smashing all the records. We're in a full-on Bitcoin bull run. A lot of people are waiting for their little altcoins to start dancing. That'll come later, probably. There's one last look at Metro Hall. Hi from Cumberland County, Pennsylvania. We've got some different Pennsylvania. Sorry guys if you say hi and I don't acknowledge that. We do get a lot of people in the chats these days. What's up, Luca? Nouveau Cost has a Cumberland County in Nova Scotia. Anne-Marie, that's a really, really tough question. Midtown, why does Midtown intrigue you the most? I would say Midtown's a great place to live, but to visit, I can't think of, unless you're more into just seeing how things are and not so much tourist attractions. You should stream in a taxi. I don't think, well, we got some commercial music, guys. Just give me a sec here. Sorry about that. How are the food spots doing on Spadina and Richmond? Sadly, I don't think they're doing so well. I hope you'll be able to have a driving video soon. Unfortunately, no, guys. We're all out of driving videos. There will be a failed driving video on my other channel. Thank you for the info, Dylan. All right, so there's some more people traffic picking up around here. How is the weather? It's surprisingly calm. What's up, Deborah? Thank you, Michelle Briggs. Oh, today we hit 35,000 subscribers. I know that's not a milestone I was counting on putting much stock into, but that was kind of cool. I just noticed that on my way out the door to record this. We're walking by the corpse of Restaurant Row. Thank you, as Ken would say, people. He always starts his videos off, hello, people. Thank you, David. It'll take you 30 years to get there. I don't know, things can blow up in a hurry. Will you do any food reviews of restaurants? Maybe. That's more stuff for my other channel, not this channel. This is not a review channel per se. Are most bank branches open? I believe they are. We can get 40K by end of January. Yeah, I think we're on pace for about that. We're doing about 5K a month. Although, to be honest, I'm a bit more excited lately by the progress of my other channel. Bevy has a request to review Daenerys. Will you save up for Hero 9? No, I'm pretty much done with GoPro products. They always overheat on me and they're kind of buggy. Okay, we're just gonna make like the other people and jaywalk here. What's up, Lena? Toronto needs more Shoppers Drug Marts. What about Rexall's? Cynthia says, surprised to see I don't have a Twitter. No, I'm kind of opposed to Twitter. There's not a whole lot of positivity that comes out of it. I do have Instagram. I posted a half-assed picture there today. What do you think about the Ontario Finance Minister breaking restriction protocols? I don't think he actually broke any rules or any laws. I think what he did was morally and ethically wrong, and he lied about it. But he didn't actually break any rules, I believe. So I don't know, I think we're all people. He should have used better judgment, but at the same time, if you give people an inch, they take a mile. Whoa, I don't like this music. Just give me a sec, guys. What's up, KDM? Yes, Belly Buster, still in business. Good old Belly Buster. He was against non-essential travel. I think a lot of people have been traveling and going on vacations. I think that's quite common, actually, more than they would lead us to believe. I mean, he probably did the right thing by stepping down. All right, we have a flashing cross, so I'm actually gonna wait. Even though I could cross, we're gonna let the streetcar Doug a one-term. I don't know, this isn't a politics channel, but I certainly hope he's a one-term premier, and I hope he's on too. What do you think of Mr. Dog Guy's restrictions? I don't know, guys. I'm not Did you design the egg? No, I broke the egg. The egg is dead. Sorry about that. The egg is dead. We're just waiting here. Waiting to cross the street. Good thing he didn't eat it. I put it on the door in my fridge to save it for maybe Sunday's stream, and this morning when I woke up, the damn egg was splattered all over. Where did you get that hat? I got it in a case of beer. I actually have a much nicer hat in my bag. Dylan says, Johnny, do you think there will be a stay home order or curfew? No, absolutely not. If they haven't done that by now, they will not do that. And if they did, I would be out in the streets recording anyways, because I don't think Canadians would tolerate that. Poor egg. They could always die young. Hey, what do we got here? Bianca Braga de Carvalho. Hey, my parents and I are binge watching you. Thank you, Bianca. The first super chat of the day comes 26 minutes into the stream. Thank you, Bianca. I don't know what currency that is, but it's very, very much appreciated. We had a lot of supers roll in last night, so don't feel obligated or pressured, folks. Bro, you look like Justin Trudeau's evil twin. Oh, that sucks, Katie. I think a lot of the province is experiencing similar bad news. Johnny looks like Nick Carter, but an older version. I think I'm the same age as Nick Carter. Our restaurant's open now, only for dine out. Dine out. Well, I guess that's correct. And takeout. Mark is watching on his PS5. Anything video game related is hot this year. PS5, Xbox, GeForce 3080s, Radeon 6800s. You can't get any of them. Hi from Krakow. Justin Trudeau is the evil twin. This place is certainly kind of dead. Speaking of PC games, I am thinking of building a new PC this spring. You're welcome, Chris. So maybe that'll be another thing to do on my other channel. Johnny looks like Andrew Coyne's long lost son. So if you're just tuning in, we are on a mission to go check out Liberty Village. But first we have to march through King West, or if we were in New York, it would be named West King, because New Yorkers are weirdos. Johnny, love the hat. I want to get one. Johnny stumbles tonight. No, we will do a stumbles tomorrow night. No stumbles tonight. That means I will have done like what? This is already stream number 4 of the New Year's. Hold his beer for tomorrow night. And I'm gonna have to make some videos tomorrow. Did you watch The Mandalorian? No, I didn't. I'm still making my way through Flight Attendant. I'm watching Sex Education on Netflix. And I'm watching Lovesick on Netflix. A lot of British TV shows. Can you swing by Dollarama? What will we do at Dollarama? Bridgeton is so good, says Bevy. You should do stumbles on Sat night. I have to go to work on Monday morning. Sorry, cutting. Saturday is usually a day off for me. Is that whole building a keg? No, it is not. The Flight Attendant is an excellent series. You're welcome, Abdullah. No, Deborah. Sex Education is a very funny show on Netflix. Greetings, 30 Records LLC. Come by Liberty Park. We are heading to Liberty Village. Sylvia says Toronto is a beautiful city. Art Bush says hello. So we're kind of walking through the middle of where all the nightlife is these days, but it's dead right now. Why is this out of focus? Looks in focus to me. What's your experience with Purolator? I've had okay experience with Purolator. When Amazon uses them, they just leave the package at my door and go. Johnny, do you watch Japanese anime? No, I don't. There's the Scholastic building. This is King and Portland. But I could go on rants for days about FedEx. Whoops, Johnny started crossing. Why am I talking to myself in third person? I started crossing before the light was ready. Guy in streetcar has his feet. Okay, we're just gonna power right through this minefield of, hey, they're playing Johnny Cash. At least if I'm gonna get copyrighted, that's not the worst thing. There's Lee Restaurant. I have a friend who is a sommelier there, or at least he was. Bianca says she loves how you don't get motion sickness from my videos. I try my best to be steady and do nice careful pans, no dizzying, spinny motions. You're welcome, 30 Records. Susan's aunt used to work for Lee. Someone says, be careful downtown. We're only in downtown for another block. Hi from Tehran. Greetings all the way in Tehran. I have never been, nor could I point to it. Have you ever fallen while walking? I'm sure when I was a kid, not while recording or as an adult. Brian used to drive motor coach buses. That's a hell of a hard thing to do. I think you guys are underrated in the skill and talent category. My dad used to have a small motorhome, and I remember how hard that thing was. Johnny, was there a malfunction with the gimbal before? We've had that before. How tall are you? I'm 180 centimeters. Sorry, I got a long message here. Hey, we're moving to Toronto, so we've been watching your videos. We're watching with my two daughters right now. Can you please say hello to Faye and Joy? Hi, Faye and Joy. I hope you're enjoying this look at Toronto. That's a great height, same as me. I said my height in centimeters just because when I lived in Korea, I started doing that. In Canada, we tend to say our heights in feet and inches. But not me, I say centimeters now. So that is roughly 5'11". And what's funny is, in Korea, when they measured me, you go to the hospital and you stand with your feet, with your shoes off, with your back against the wall, and they drop like this wooden block falls from, I'm trying to out-talk the TTC here, this wooden block falls from the top of their measuring thing and it lands on your head. And where it stops is how tall you are. Shelly Forrest, happy birthday, Shelly Forrest. Hope you're having a wonderful birthday and a pretty banging new year. Tony C is 6 foot tall. And here we are at the intersection of Bathurst and Spadina. Hans, we'll by OCAD. Happy New Year, football. 70-80. You just said Bathurst and Spadina. Yes, Spadina, the preferred way. Oh, Bathurst and Spadina. Yeah, I'm wrong. Bathurst and King. What am I talking about? I am not awake. Do you watch the NBA? Yes. Sorry about that, guys. I had a drunken moment. There's the Wheat Chief, Toronto's oldest pub. Reg Life, $10. You inspired me to start streaming in Detroit, Michigan. Can you visit my Reg Life or Reg Life? I'm assuming that's Reg Life. I think I've been to your channel, but I will go back and take another look, Reg. Thanks for the $10 super chat. Live streaming is the new thing to do these days, apparently. Guys, hit him up and check out his channel. Hello from Ireland. Where am I heading? We're heading to Liberty Village. Who's watching Cobra Kai Season 3? Not me. Can you please say hello to Karina from Poland? Hello. Karina from Poland or Karina in Poland? Do you play basketball? I used to. Yeah, he says stop the hate on Johnny. I didn't see any hate. Mr. Pandas has come to Roncy. I went to Roncy last night, pretty much. I was at Dundas West and Roncesvalles, and from there I went north. DNS 556 says hello from Mississauga. Hello. That's a good question, Chris. Oh man, guys, there's a lot of haters on the internet. If you should see the comments that YouTube flags, it's kind of hilarious, the stuff people say. Just how many hateful and stupid things people say. It's all good, it's just part of living on the internet these days. Hello from Montreal. F you? I don't know if that's a family-friendly name. Michelle, that's awesome. I hope you're enjoying your walks. Treaty Mania, I am not qualified to even have an opinion on that. Dave, greetings from London, or in London, from Toronto. Ignore the peanut-brained haters. You pretty much have to have thick skin to be on the internet these days. That's okay, we've got mods here, and if you are a mod on this channel, just a heads up, I have made you all mods on my other channel. Do you prefer the old mall designs or the present day ones? Dragon, I don't actually have an opinion on that. And that is one of the reasons why I'm not on Twitter. I mean, if you're on Twitter, that's awesome. Every time I've ventured into Twitter, it just turns into a minefield of toxicity. And I think the Twitter algorithm kind of looks for topics that pits people against each other because that's what sells. That's what gets people to engage on the platform. I'm not a conspiracy theory or a theorist. That's just how Twitter and even Facebook kind of stay relevant. So if you are being positive on Twitter, good for you. Brad Meow, do you rent the car for driving videos? I rented the car and I had a discount, so I paid about 20 bucks a day for the car. Reddit can get pretty weird and toxic, yes, but Reddit is nothing compared to Twitter. I don't actually engage a whole lot on Instagram. I just post a picture and then run away. You're starving. What's my suggestion? I say order from a restaurant called Pie and get the cow soy and get it with beef. If that's not an option, get the same thing from Sukhothai. Oh yeah, we're out of I was on a push for local restaurants in December. Now we're in January. Maybe I'll extend that for January. I haven't had Popeyes in about a month. I did break down and have Domino's once. I did not know the Foggy Dew closed down. Nick, perhaps someone can help you with that question. I've seen a lot of police cars just whizzing down here, heading west. Have you tried the cow soy at Eat BKK? I have not yet had a chance to try that. But when I lived overseas, I thought cow soy was one of those criminally underrated foods. I was convinced that if more people had it in the West, it would be more popular. Kind of like dak galbi in Korea. So it's nice to see that it's actually sort of becoming a mainstream food now. You should try to get sponsored by some shoe companies. Hey, we're at Stanley Park. So I could go north here up to the Garrison Crossing, but we're gonna keep going west. Let's just venture into the snow for a bit, or a boot. There's Stanley Park North on the other side of the street. Get Arc'teryx to sponsor me. We were rocking the, today, we're rocking the Columbia shoe boot things. They're waterproof. Or get sponsored by Fitbit. Philip Borges? 2, I think that's Brazilian real. Thank you very, very much. Philippe. Johnny Venture. I don't know, guys, I have all these sponsorships offers in my email box, but most of them don't really make sense. If a shoe company wanted to do that, that would be awesome. Dylan, don't ask him to impersonate you. Hey, Johnny, it's me, Dylan. Can you impersonate me? All right, Dylan. You got your wish. This is a cool dog park. A big off-leash area at the south end of this park. Hey, Johnny, our superstar celebrity. It's not often lately that I've been streaming in daylight. If you can even call this daylight, let's call it gray light. There's ever so subtle hints of blue in the sky. Mike Landry, $5. How are things, Johnny? Things are good, Mike. Always appreciate your presence. And I always see Mike supporting other YouTubers and other live streams. So Mike is a superstar. Thank you, Mike. Hope you're having a great day. You think Dufferin should have a streetcar with King style priority? Should go all the way to Yorkville. That's a good idea. One thing we need is for anything with a streetcar priority is to give them signal priority. Like on Spadina, those streetcars don't have signal priority, so they take way longer than they should, usually making 2 stops at every light. Snowy day, yes, Stanley Park. That is City Place off in the distance there to the southeast. Hello from Croatia. You're very welcome for today's stream. We're at 947 people. David Wardle says it was lovely and sunny and blue and about -6. David, do you live near the Highlands? Every time I think of Scotland, I think of Glasgow and Airdrie, the cities my mom is from, and the Highlands. And that's sadly about all I know. And haggis, and bagpipes, and kilts. Dylan wants me to do an impersonation of the Ken Continuum. What's your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is pretty simple. I just like to travel. Yeah, hit the refresh button. Dr. Tech, €2. It's beautiful here in Italy. Everything is closed. Italy is a beautiful looking country. I have never been. Thank you for the super chat, Dr. Tech. David is 20 minutes. Did I read that right? North of Edinburgh, just north of Forth Bridge. Johnny was at Disney when I was a kid. Robert says hit the button. Did you know you were on Blog TO? Yes, I was on, and one of my clips was on City TV the other night. And they gave credit to Johnny Strides. That was kind of neat. Paul James says you need to have a negative COVID test before you can return to Canada. You think they would have implemented that a long time ago? John Saul, $5 super chat. Thank you, John Saul. Very much appreciated. Why was the clip on TV? I don't know why City TV used my clip. I mean, their station is down the street. They showed a clip of people skating at Nathan Phillips Square, and it said credit Johnny Strides. Have you done a stream by Hooker Harvey's yet? Yes, we have. Peter Stock, $5. Hello. Hey, we got people. Peter Stock, thank you for the $5 super chat, Peter Stock. As some friendly people drove by in a pickup truck. I think last night I set the record. I think we ran into like 7 or 8 people. Someone gave me an egg, and a police officer drove by and yelled my name and honked and waved. Let's let the drama unfold here, folks. Thank you, Mercedes. Saving the day for the TTC folks. Yes, someone gave me an egg. All right, guys, this is Strawn Avenue, so we're gonna head south, and then I'm gonna enter Liberty Village from the southern part here. Did they give you an egg? No, they handed me an egg. That was the most interesting thing. Yahia says he's buffering. Is anyone else buffering? I have not had any connection or signal issues come up. So this here is Liberty Village. We're going to be walking through here. Chetna says no buffering. Johnny Strides, have you ever streamed on the streetcar? No, but we have streamed a subway ride before. Back when I used when I used Freedom Mobile. Are you buying a car this year? I don't know. It's possible. I'm going to want to do a road trip through the USA. It might just be best to rent a car for a month. I do have the ability to I do have a credit card that covers the physical damage insurance. So that's something everybody who rents cars should have. As someone who used to work in insurance a long, long time ago, do not use your auto insurance on a rental. Use your credit card insurance. Just trust me on that. How is the S20? The S20 is great. There were some touchscreen issues with the S20s, but they have been fixed. This is Doro Street. I'm wondering, do I want to go down Doro Street or the next one? I think it's the next one I want to go down. What's your average monthly data usage? I try to get as close to 100 gigabytes as I can. You know what? I kind of want a view from the other side of the street. Did the egg hatch yet? Yes, it hatched into a yolky mess all over my fridge. Elvira Ivanov, HRK 70. Thank you. I'm not sure what currency that is, Elvira, but I dig your name. If you're the goddess of the dark, that's even more awesome. Thank you, Elvira. I used to watch you on TV when I was a kid, and I felt a little naughty doing that. Johnny met the YouTube standard when he hit 30K. We just hit 35K. And my other channel is on pace for 2,000, which is awesome. This might sound geeky, but last night I did a live stream where I edited a video. And this morning I tested live streaming playing a game of Rocket League. I know probably not everyone is interested, but I played a game on a private stream. I just wanted to see if I could do that, if my system could handle it. And it did, so that was kind of neat. So maybe, since the other channel is all going to hell and I'm doing everything, maybe I'll do some streams like that as well, randomly throughout the week. Mike Landry, $5, says Transmania, Ontario is the site. Mike Landry told me about a Go Bus ride he watched, and I was curious. I like watching any type of video that explores Toronto and around, so thank you, Mike Landry, for the $5 super chat. And Jeanette, got to go do grocery shopping. Have a great day, Johnny and everyone. Jeanette, thank you, Jeanette. Have a wonderful day. Houston. And get me some groceries. I could go for some. And we had another super chat come in. Luca, thank you so much for all your videos. Can't be back into Toronto till August 2022. Luca misses his adoptive city so much. Thank you, Luca. Tara says, very handsome. What's today? What you're on City TV news? Where do most young people live in Toronto? I don't know. A lot of young professionals actually live in this area. Deborah says, is a gaming computer good for watching videos? I think pretty much any computer should be good for watching videos. If you're watching 4K videos, maybe not the really low-end stuff. Don't get the cheapest laptop. But a gaming computer for videos is kind of overkill. But for editing videos, it's not. DNS556 is watching on his iPad. Zazin Forever says, found your Stumbles channel. Didn't get a chance to get there last night. Susan says Acer sucks in terms of laptops. I think a lot of Windows laptops get a bad reputation because people are comparing the like $400 or $500 plasticky ones they get from Best Buy and expecting them to be as good quality as a $1,500 MacBook. Really, you get what you pay for. If you buy a premium Windows machine, it'll be usually just as good, if not better. Yes, HPs are good. The Dell XPS line are good. Microsoft makes a pretty badass line of laptops now. Tara D watching on a 55-inch LG OLED on an NVIDIA Shield. You know what's up. NVIDIA Shields are pretty neat. I have a Fire Cube. I like the fact that I control absolutely everything with just one remote. That's the one thing I couldn't do with the Shield. Windows machines are great, except I always install Linux. You can always dual boot. I have a couple of Linux installations on thumb drives. Apple's new M1s have no rivals right now, except if you want to run old software correctly. I think that's an exciting development though, putting ARM chips in laptops. Microsoft did it like 6 years ago. But now Apple's doing it. I guess they take credit for it. And we're in Liberty Village. I don't know, guys. I'm not the right person to talk about computers with because I'm a Apple hater. And we tend to be unreasonable people. Anna is watching from her Samsung phone. Troy, that is the Surface RT was a horrible, horrible product. I know, I bought one used. Laura says go to the right. What am I missing to the right, Laura? We're gonna wander around. I will say a lot of high-end creative types are switching to Windows machines in droves because Apple has kind of abandoned the professional PC market. That's one of the reasons why there's such a big rush on the new Ryzen chips and all the new graphics cards. Apple has gone straight for consumers and they've left professionals out to dry. They have the new now let's take a look in here. Their new professional desktops are kind of a joke. They're so expensive for what you get. Have you been in Vaughan, Ontario? No, Apple lost the creatives when they ditched the USB ports and went over to the C. They did. Here's a computer for creative people. No USB ports and no SD card slot. What the hell are they thinking? If you're curious as to what the homes in Liberty Village look like. Sorry guys, I don't want to diss your products if you're an Apple user. I respect that. Come by Lisgar and Queen. We wandering around a bunch of condo townhomes in Liberty Village. This is a Liberty Village living, folks. Do a tour of Mississauga and Lauren Park area. I grew up around there. Wireless, that's what they're thinking. Yeah, but we're not there yet. And I can't be the only one who thinks that this MagSafe connector on the new iPhones is the stupidest thing of all time. How is slapping a giant magnetic puck onto your phone that is tethered to a cable any good at all? To me, that is the epitome of backwards design and thinking, but what do I know? Azra, okay, Johnny's gonna stop talking about Apple before his blood pressure goes through the roof. Johnny Strides, do you have any road trips planned? No, I don't, Dylan. Have you done a bridle path walk yet? Yes, I have. Just search for a bridle path. Jenny says, wonder if they have USB ports for USB ports. Well, Apple has a saying. There's a dongle for that. What's your favorite neighborhood? I like Koreatown and the Annex, right along that area. The redevelopment of Liberty Village was so poorly executed. I think the problem is they handed this giant parcel of land to very few developers, and we end up with this suburban style street layout. Instead of north, south, east, west, and a proper street grid, we get random windy roads and cookie cutter buildings, but it could be worse. What's your favorite city to live in? I would say this one. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is an old prison. Right as Peter Charles says, old jail. Yeah, there used to be a couple of old prisons here in Liberty Village. Widescreen, or a wide angle. My Apple dog chased away a few viewers. Hello, I'm thinking of studying in Canada. Is it a safe place in Canada? That's a weird question, bait. I think Canada is very safe relative to most of where you could go in the world. Toronto turns to Mississauga with the new buildings. Do you think the CNE will get canceled in 2021? I don't think so. We're just gonna trample right through this here. A lot of old buildings were destroyed for condos. Toronto has a whole history of that. Even worse than what they did for condos was building all those brutalist, this is what I'm walking through, folks, all those brutalist style office towers in the 60s. But I think this park is very nifty. I quite like it. BA says, ex-Apple engineer. I'm still here, listening to a pleb's thoughts. Let's do a 360 view here. This is Liberty Village Park. Almighty Om, that's a tough thing to answer right now. I like the old and the new. I'm in the old Massey Ferguson Battlegrounds. This is pretty much an extension of Fort York, right? In terms of its proximity to where the fort is. There must have been some battles around here. You'd think like a Balzac's or someone would take over this old prison and do it some justice like they did to that building in the Distillery District. You should do a road trip to... Did someone yell my name? Okay, I'm gonna find my way over to some sidewalk. And we continue our march through Liberty Village. Simon says it's supposed to be a restaurant. Mike Landry, $5. Got to go shovel snow over 10 centimeters. Wow, Mike, that's a heck of a lot of snow for you. Well, not for you, but for anyone. I'm not implying that that's a lot for you to shovel. Thank you for the super chats, Mike. I think that's 3 today, and you sent a bunch last night. Thank you, Mike Landry. Liberty on the Park. So this area definitely has a blue-collar history to it. And I think up where Lamport Stadium used to be a men's prison. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there used to be 2 big prisons around here. There was a women's facility and a men's facility. Hendricks says, Johnny, have a good one. Jack lives in London. Lots of old buildings next to shiny new ones. I've heard that in London, a lot of the people that own older houses are excavating and putting in monster basements because their properties are basically, they can't tear them down and rebuild, and they can't renovate extensively. So the only way to expand their property is to dig down and put in a huge basement, and it's just a living nightmare in a lot of streets in London. Is that true? Balzac's has a nice location in Liberty already, says Kathy. Ever Istais Alumus. Sorry, I can't read your name properly. Hey Johnny, what do you think of, let me go back up to that super chat. What do you think of ice condos at York Street? I made an offer to buy a condo there. I think that's a fantastic location. I don't know anything about the condos themselves. I know they have a lot of Airbnbs in that part of town, but hopefully that's a trend of the past. Jack says, yeah, they can't go outwards, so they go down. Plenty of celebrity lawsuits trying to stop neighbors from doing it. Thanks for confirming, Jack. So this part of Liberty Village is always weird to me because here you have all your retail, but it's all slapped into this big suburban style development. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world to put a supermarket and bury it. But I think this area's got a really neat vibe to it with these older buildings. I definitely see the appeal of living here. And this is where a lot of 20s, 30s, and now that 40s the new 30s, 40s young professionals live. It's relatively close to downtown. They've improved service on the King Streetcar. Troy says they unveiled a big new development here. That will be neat to see. Samantha Tam, good. Mark, Happy New Year. Johnny, would you raise your kids in Toronto? I probably would if I had them. Let's go take a quick look in this plaza development up here. Dylan Reynolds says, are you close to Cabbagetown? No, Dylan. No, no, no. Apparently there's a big new bridge that just went in. What district is best for the 80s and 90s crowd? That's hard to answer. People are always asking me about different neighborhoods, but the reality is I think you could be happy just about anywhere in Toronto. So here's a big slice of suburbia in an old factory and warehouse district in downtown Toronto. Well, just west of downtown Toronto. I would not have rubber stamped this design. But that still doesn't make the area any less cool. Would you ever go for a haunted walking tour? Perhaps I might have missed my the window on that. Is that the Brazen Head pub? I can't see the sign on it. Eric McLeod started watching Bevy YHZ. Maria says Toronto is not boring. Perhaps during this pandemic it's a tad on the boring side. Also, this is mostly a residential area. I'm here because I have not streamed from here before. So I was trying to think of areas that I haven't yet covered via stream. I did an informational walkthrough here where I did a fair bit of research, something I don't normally do. And I talked about a lot of these buildings. Carstow 699, hey Johnny. I'm enjoying this walk. Go Raptors. Are they 1 and 2 right now? Hopefully they can turn that around. There's the 63 bus. That'll be going up to Ossington Station. And there's the Popeyes next to Apina Land. And it looks like there's people eating at an outdoor table in front of the Popeyes. Linda, have you got the sound back? Yes. We have indeed got the sound back. Old Irwin Toys Factory on the right. '63 goes to Eglinton West Station via Ossington Station. Thank you, Jordan, for confirmation. Here's a, it's not a buck or two, it's not a Dollarama. It's a dollar store. K-Flip says in NYC, Popeyes is only in ghetto locations. Popeyes has a pretty good reputation here. And you definitely can't compare the Canadian A&W to the American A&W. They're not the same. Samantha, I have. But I'll be back to Graffiti Alley at some point. There's some more old converted lofts. Dylan Reynolds, I don't know. That 63 bus seems to be quite frequent. KDM doesn't like Popeyes at all. Have you not had the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Les Pet says, let's go to Union Station. We swing by Union a lot. Hey, it's the corpse of a bar. Poor place. This is one of the local, I didn't get the name of this one, but I know it's one of the local chain bars. Troy, I agree. If I had the Popeyes chicken sandwich in a pub and they charged $13.99, I would say that's a good deal. I don't know how the heck they can charge $6.99 for it. John Wick says hi. Hi, John Wick. There's the Three Brewers. The Three Brewers in, what am I thinking of? The Three Brewers in the financial district recently closed down. And there's Balzac's. Do you know Joel Hansen from Toronto? No, I don't. Chell Riddle says, we sent a super chat last night during your live, but you had already left. Did you get it? Which live? The Strides live or the Stumbles live? I will check, Chell. There's a way for me to check a summary of all the super chats. Oh, there's a new bridge down here. There's the Toy Factory Lofts. Tim Hortons has just recently opened in the UK, not your kind of place. I think straight south of here is BMO Field. Johnny Strides, have you ever live streamed on the GO train? No, I haven't. So last time I was through here, this bridge was still getting installed. Is it warm out? It's about 2-3 degrees. You know that place is not going to be that cheap. Can I report anti-Tim Hortons posts? That's where the people that are too good for Metro shop. I would definitely be one of the people shopping in Metro. Oh, that's not the new bridge, is it? Oh, they have a Kitchen Stuff Plus.
There's still parties and whatnot. Like, man, you should have seen Niagara. There were so many.
So this should be Atlantic Avenue coming up. Hey, did I miss the Ken Continuum? Jay says it's kind of a bridge. Matt B300 has become a member. Matt B300, thank you, Matt B. And welcome to the chat, the Ken Continuum. I like your apartment. If you're drunk, you might read that wrong. I've been to Liberty Village exactly 2 times before this in the last 2 years, and both of those were to record videos through here. I've been to the Brazen Head a very, very long time ago. This is Atlantic, and that is King Street right there. Unfortunately, this sign will not be used. Michael, sorry guys, I'm just waiting a sec.
The programming wasn't working and they just got new.
Marla V, $10. Happy 2021. You are my favorite YouTuber of mine and my brother Eric. Thank you, Marla V, and your brother Eric. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the super chat. We're just touring the Liberty Village neighborhood. We're gonna make a right here, and then we're gonna head out to Dufferin and then north. Then I'll loop around on King Street. But we still have to walk by the carpet factory lofts. Dylan Strides wants to know, or Dylan Strides. Dylan wants to know if we're going to Exhibition Place. Not likely. Dave, I agree. It's very, very upsetting to see all these businesses left out to, or hung out to dry. I'm not saying closing them is the right or wrong thing to do, but if you're going to close them, you got to give them support to make sure that they don't lose their livelihoods because of a decision they didn't even make. Johnny, you pronounced suffering wrong. You should walk the beaches neighborhoods, the actual houses part. We will do that at some point. But it's back to Liberty Street. Still looking for Dylan's YouTube channel. Bookish Horse Girl, do we have something like our US, like the stimulus? Yes and no. What we have is probably better for individuals, but way worse for businesses. There's Liberty Commons. Ken is not worried, his channel is too small. I used to go to a Big Rock brewery in Seoul, Korea. Marco says it was me. He said he said hi like a crazy person. Please check if Village Cafe survived. It will come up on your left across from Commons end of street. Hopefully I walk by this place you're talking about. Village Market and Cafe. I think there's a lot of like tech companies in this part. Do you speak any Korean? Chogum. We love you from Croatia. There's the home of the Toronto Wolfpack, Toronto's professional rugby team. They should have been promoted, I think, to the highest, is it Super League Rugby? But they didn't get their promotion because of the season was canceled for them. Yes, Bookish Horse Girl, they play in an English league. And what's neat is the owners kind of bought a super team. So they put together a team and they had to start in the lower rank, and every year they kept winning their league and moving up because they had players that were way better than everyone. So it was kind of a joke. And then the year they finally make it to the highest league, they can't get promoted because of the virus. So hopefully they're back next year. But here's where they play, and I went to a few games here last year. Village Market on your left with the red awning, says Kathy. So Village Market Cafe is there, apparently. Johnny, I'll walk a block west over. I'm going to do a detailed Parkdale and Little Tibet walk on a stream in the future, Tony. So we will get over there. I have that. I have a list of streams I want to do. The Junction and Stockyards is one of them. And Parkdale, and as I like to call it, Little Tibet is another one. Here's Party Avenue. And here is a respite center. These are very controversial. Don't forget Ronces, says Samantha. Yes, I have streamed through Roncesvalles before, but I'll definitely go back. Yes, I pronounced the S on the end of it. I know that's a contentious issue. But here's, these respite centers are basically homeless shelters. There's another one just south of here, I think, across from Coronation Park. So hopefully this place is nice and warm. Tony P86. Yeah, I think the Wolfpack will have to work their way back up. Jelly Be Gone donated $7.86, living in Nova Scotia now for over 30 years. Thank you, Jelly Be Gone. Very, very much appreciated. Guys, if Ken Continuum is pestering you, let me know and I'll give him a stern talking to. I don't want to point the camera at this thing for too long, but there's a 24-hour respite center. Deborah, have yourself a wonderful evening. Again, guys, I did a walkthrough here where I talked about a lot of these buildings. Did that in the summertime. Here is the carpet factory up on the right. Terrace's Game Loft is right there. Walk straight at the end of the street and your right is the building used in the beginning of X-Men. I think it's also a building where I once went pee in the parking lot. Oh, how did I miss that sign? I walked right by it. Katie M. You're welcome. Have a safe drive, Katie M. Colette says, hey everyone, extra wise. Hey Colette. What's up, Victoria? I'm good. You're amazing with all the knowledge you know about Toronto. I'm not so amazing in this spot. This was one of the walks where I had to cheat. I didn't just look things up at the last minute. I actually did some research when I walked around here because I really didn't know anything about it, really. Are you aware there's an underground lake running into Lake Ontario? No, I'm not. See, there we go. Tony C dropping some knowledge. Michael says, how old are you? How old do I look? But if there was a quiz on Liberty Village, I would definitely fail it. I think I would do quite well in a lot of neighborhoods. Here's a look at the old carpet factory lofts. No, I don't, Tony. Dale says, Happy New Year to all of Canada. Happy New Year to you, Dale. And all of everybody. You look like you're in your mid-30s. I am 40. 40, exactly. And I have most of 2021 to be 40. This is kind of an iconic look. I absolutely love the look of the building, especially with this lighting. It looks like one of those infinite spectrum things. Johnny Strides, summer of 21. We are going to meet Johnny Strides. Bevy says, you don't like the thumbnail of my stupid face? Would anyone want to live anywhere else in Toronto? Has all even... The buildings are dead diverse. This is definitely one of the most photogenic of our older buildings. I would be willing to bet of all the old factories and warehouses, this is probably the biggest square footage wise that's been preserved. I'm trying to think if I can think of one that has a bigger footprint, and I can't. Maybe someone can chime in. Someone says I must have some good techniques. I think this is an old light bulb factory on the left. I might be wrong on that. Am I using Wi-Fi? No. Oh, we can kind of see the CN Tower back there. We're going to be walking. Oh, there's where Instacart is located. Hello, Instacart. What time are we at here? 5:10. Do you guys want to see something awesome? What's up, Ellie? I'm trying to think of that place, Canuck. You're probably right. Here's a little piece of awesome Johnny trivia. When I filmed my Liberty Village walk this summer, I came in here and it looked just like this. And I really had to go. So as bad as it is, I went pee in the corner of the parking lot. Sorry guys. I'm very, very ashamed of myself for doing that. But hey, who hasn't done something like that?
I like burger steak and stuff.
So just to the south here is the CNE, Exhibition Place Grounds. Colette says that's the story. And Rob Ford once said I urinated in a parking lot. So that was the old light bulb factory we went by. I don't know the exact name of it. Dylan says let's go to the CNE. I don't know, Dylan. We're going back to King Street. Has anyone ever recognized you walking? If you saw last night's stream, I got recognized like 7 or 8 times. So we're heading north on fabulous Dufferin Street. Johnny Marks' territory. In case you want to see the magic spot one more time. Michael says there might be some larger warehouses south of here. Yeah, guys, my history on this area is really not up to snuff. But that's okay. We're all hanging out and we've got such knowledgeable people in the chat. One thing I do after every video, I always read the comments and I always learn a lot from you guys. People always point things out that I didn't know. And a lot of the interesting stuff tends to stick. Here's something I do know though. There used to be a McDonald's on this corner. It's hard to imagine this McDonald's is gone. But rest in peace. Hey, let's see what we can see in here. There's a neat view. Susan says the McDonald's moved where the condo is now. I was not aware that McDonald's, a new one sprung up. There's a really crappy Burger King across the street. I guess their business, and there's a Popeyes. So this is King Street West, and just to the left is the Parkdale neighborhood, often known as Little Tibet. I think it has the highest concentration of people that immigrated from Tibet in all of the Western world in this little neighborhood. There's a school here where the population is primarily people of Tibetan descent, and it's a public school. So I will come back and do a daytime stream at some point around Parkdale and that area. Hi from Someone from Jamaica, not seeing the stream clearly though. Sharifa, I don't have any connection warnings. Maybe refresh. Try selecting 1080p as your streaming quality. Almighty Om says I am correct about the Tibetans. Would be cool to see you ride from Dufferin Loop to Danforth. Is that the last Quiznos in Toronto? I've eaten at that Quiznos before. All right, guys, we're gonna head east into this killer blue sky. There are so few Quiznos. Do you guys remember the Don Cherry Quiznos commercials? Toasts that taste better. There's a Subway. And I'm trying to get a look at the Burger King. Would you consider a 360 camera? I don't know. Action Kid has one. He's done some 360 streams. I'm not sure if that's something I would do. Come on, show me. Okay, we're not really gonna get to see the Burger King. Quiznos was good way back. My problem with Subway is it doesn't matter what sandwich I get or what toppings I put on it. It always tastes exactly the same. Doesn't matter what you get in Subway. You get this kind of not bad tasting sandwich, whereas I think Quiznos to me always tasted really good. Even though Quiznos too had that kind of sameness. But they definitely had a better recipe or better magic. Colette says, yes, that's so true. A lot of salt in the bread. What about gym mats? Is there a lot of gym mats in the bread? If we didn't stand here and look at this for a minute, I would be making a very big mistake. This is a supremely iconic image in this neighborhood. If you were to take one picture of Liberty Village, this would be the vantage point to do it. Samantha Tam has eaten many gym mats. Tony C, we might have to save that for a future video. Mark likes Subway. Oh, there's nothing wrong with liking Subway. I just find there's a sameness to it. If you did a blind taste test, and if you had a turkey or a ham, and you had all your toppings on there, you couldn't tell the difference. And then you could start swapping toppings and you still couldn't tell the difference. At least I can't. I have functioning taste buds. There's the look to the west. That's like Pepsi or Coke. Oh, I can definitely, Pepsi smells a lot different from Coke. You can definitely tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke. What I don't get are the people that like one and dislike the other. I don't understand that. I used to work in a New York Fries in high school, and we'd have people asking for a Coke, and when I would correct them and say, is Pepsi okay? They would thumb their nose and huff and haw and throw a little tantrum because we didn't sell Coke. It's like, really? Really? That's just weird. Monica loves New York Fries. Have you guys heard of the New York Fries dish, The Works? It's basically like a fries supreme. Well, it was my store that named that dish. Yes, New York Fries used to sell Pepsi back in the 90s. I just don't see how someone can like one and not the other. I will say Diet Pepsi is noticeably different from Diet Coke. I can understand why so many people prefer Diet Pepsi. Kathy Toy says the house on the right is the woman's house for the women's sanatorium. So here we have a very, very urban Canadian Tire, and that must be the McDonald's that Susan talked about. The new McDonald's, she said, that went in the condo. That seems like a totally different neighborhood than the last one. So we got a stretch of big box stores right here on King Street. Canadian Tire, Longo's, PetSmart, Shop Smart, Shop PetSmart. There's a lot of people down on the sidewalk, so I'm trying to stay away. It says it's like a compact suburb. These are rental buildings across from me, if I'm not mistaken. What's the nearest grocery store for these condos? At it. There's a Longo's, and right in behind me there's a Metro. And then there's a fancy high-priced organic place in there as well. Dylan, I will not answer questions like that. Susan says that Winners is the same size as the one at Yonge and Egg. The Yonge and Eglinton Winners is an abomination. That's where the Toronto Wolfpack play. It is, Michael. And hopefully they will win their league and get back to the Super League in 2022 where they belong. I went to a Wolfpack game, a few Wolfpack games last year. It was pretty fun. Tickets were free. There was some giveaway you just had to sign up to. There's the tiny Winners that Susan was talking about. Thank you, Harjot. Harjot says that's a nice live stream. And we're back to Atlantic Avenue. The sidewalks seem to be a lot busier around here. We walked down this street when we made our way through Liberty Village. Thank you, Mark. Mark says, awesome live streaming tonight. This is the Barrymore building from 1912. You're welcome, Mark. Gordon is at Popeyes on Queens Quay. Someone says, look at how dead the streetcars are. Yeah, I am going to hop on a streetcar, actually. I'm going to end the stream and jump on a streetcar and zip back. Almighty Ohm. Yeah, we've been flirting with 1,000 subs. Troy says streetcar stream. You know what? I might be able to get this thing onto a streetcar. I think we're going under the rail tracks right now. And I think the West Toronto rail path is supposed to come down this way at some point. And it says you still need a scooter. We are on King Street West, heading east. Thank you, Vara, says I love your videos. I should apply for BNN. What is BNN? Are you using a big camera setup, as you say? You try to get it out. I just don't want to be awkwardly looking at people. Because when you're on a streetcar, people are very close to you. And if I'm talking to you guys and trying not to stick a camera in anyone's face, it might be kind of awkward. But if we have light streetcar traffic, maybe we will do that. I'll be taking the streetcar down to King Station. How much money do you make from YouTube? $10 bazillion. Do you need to have a sponsored move to Canada? I'm not qualified to answer that. Let me look over I don't see a streetcar coming. But I think, guys, we'll jump on a streetcar. Hopefully I'll be able to get this on there without anyone giving me a hard time. But I accomplished my mission. I wanted to walk down to Liberty Village. Terratopia, $5. Hi, Johnny. Watching. Happy right now with my love, Ryan. Happy 2-year anniversary, Ryan. Terratopia and Ryan, congrats on the 2-year anniversary. And thank you for the super. This is Sudbury. I think Sudbury, if you take Sudbury North, it'll turn into Gladstone Avenue when you get to Queen Street on the other side. And here's that new bridge crossing I talked about. Muchly needed. It's kind of like a moistly speaking thing. Whoa, look at the way people drive. No F's given. Stop sign and everything. Someone says, yes, there's one of these Loblaws city markets on the left. Okay, so there's a streetcar stop up ahead. Sudbury turns into Dover. Thank you, Judy. So we're gonna try to, oh, here comes the streetcar. I better put my mask on. I think I see 2 of them back to back. Okay. I think I am now right. Whoa, look how crooked this thing is. Get under. Okay, we are streetcar ready. Let's do this, guys. Providing it's a relatively empty streetcar. You know what? There's another one right behind it. Oh, there's no one in the back of this. hope I didn't all right guys, we are streetcar riding. This would be the first time on a stream. Where is Yahya? Please stand clear on the doors. I wonder who is out the window. It's probably too much glare. Yeah, that's really glary.
Next stop, Strong Avenue.
Maybe I can get the streetcar name designer. Colette says 2021. Streetcar stream a first. It looks good, Johnny, out the window. Yeah, there's still a bit of glare, but are you still doing live? Can see out the windows okay. I think we're making a stop. Monica says 504 is her favorite streetcar.
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Please look right for traffic when exiting. How about this window here? Can we see out this window? Going where no streamer has gone before. Hold your hand above the top of the phone. It's helping a little bit.
Niagara Street.
Do you get Starbucks on your walks? Back window is better, says Chan. Let's go to the back window. The hand over the top doesn't make much difference. Woo! I gotta do some more streetcar streams. Hope you guys are
Next
enjoying.
Tecumseh Street.
Hey, we got a police officer behind me. I wonder if this is the same cop who waved to me last night. Go home and get all high again tomorrow. Oh, we're gonna get some drink on tonight, folks. Watching live stream during the pandemic. Goodbye, police.
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Ooh, the police officer is not supposed to block the doors. Bad police officer. They're supposed to stop before or be completely behind the streetcar when it stops. Naughty. What if I was getting off and I couldn't get off? Wave at the police. We had a very friendly police wave. He yelled, "Johnny Strides!" as they did some policing. Hey, it's Brad J. Lamb Realty. So we must be near, we must be approaching Bathurst Street. Give the police a ticket. I don't know. I think that cop just, a lot of guys, it's very easy when you're driving to accidentally end up blocking the doors of a parked streetcar. I would actually give that cop a break. They didn't do anything that bad.
Next stop, Bathurst Street.
Where is Liberty Village? Liberty Village is behind us. The lights of this SUV. I do think that is a good thing. All new police hires should probably live in the jurisdictions that they serve. I think they kind of feel like more contributing members to the community when they do that. Maria says 1K. And thank you everyone for watching the stream tonight and for subscribing. We hit 35,000 subscribers just before I did this stream. So thank you. And also thank you to everyone who has signed up to my other channel. We had a great stream last night. The video that will go on my channel tomorrow, I edited on the stream last night. We're down to $9.99. I think I'm going to keep this stream going until we get to King Station.
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Mrs. Crothers says subscribe. James says congratulations. Mike Landry says congratulations on 35. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Lena. You should do more streetcar rides. Just hang out in the back until
Next
someone
stop, 4th Street.
awkwardly sits next to me. Bevy, congratulations. Bevy YHZ, over 400 subs. So guys, we walked along this part of King earlier. Thank you, Jim. Steve says it's a tram. There goes Lee Restaurant on the left. Future stream on Eglinton LRT. I'll probably lose
Next
connection
stop,
in the underground parts.
Spadina Avenue.
Thanks again for that super chat, Mike. It's called a streetcar in North America and a tram in Europe. Kind of like how it's a hurricane over here and it's a typhoon in Asia. And it's a cyclone in other parts of the world. What are you eating tonight? I don't know. This is what I look like. I'm just kind of leaning over, holding on to this. Brenda says Johnny is fine. You gonna eat Asian food tonight? I don't know, Monica. I'm kind of feeling like Rudy, actually. Michael, you can still get freedom in the subway downtown.
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Victoria, thank you. Johnny, have a good night. There's a Rudy's in Midtown. Yeah, I order Rudy's from Uber. I'm assuming it's in Midtown. It always comes warm.
Next stop, Blue Jays Way.
Johnny, would you one day come to Hamilton? Probably. Next time I have a car, I'll definitely make it out there. Johnny is 39 and holding. Are you from Niagara Falls? No, I grew up in Mississauga. Victoria's, wow, Victoria, you're tall. I am 5'11". All right, Almighty Om, have a fantastic night. Dylan was born in Toronto, right on Hospital Road. You mean University Avenue, Dylan? Thank you, Derek.
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
What's your favorite junk food? That's a tough question. I like cookies. Wow, this view is not as good. Too much glare. Almighty Home says he likes Popeyes.
Next stop.
The wide angle's kind of
John
funky.
Street.
Can't really see much behind. This mask is always crooked. Mini Cat donated. Thank you, Mini Cat.
University Avenue.
Very much
St.
appreciated, Mini
Andrews
Cat.
Subway Station.
David Wardle, Gretzky's is gone. And the second city is moving down to 1 York Street. Electric Tom just saw me go by. I have no idea how the stream is looking. So we're at St. Andrews, so I'm gonna get off around Bay Street and then we'll walk over to King Station and end the stream. Hi,
Please
Maze.
look right for traffic when exiting.
Lyndon Price likes the glare. 10 dislikes must be the Apple people. Yes, we had a bit of a rant earlier. Michelle says the stream is fine. NK says best restaurant in Toronto. That's definitely open for debate. I've dropped some of my favorite ones. If I had to pick one, I would pick Barbarians. That's a steakhouse just north of the Eaton Center. Robert says looks like a split screen.
Next stop, Bay Street.
Toronto Transit. This is the phone. Dub Time says Barbarians is great. Use Viva. I think I've had to use it once.
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
And we back. Let's get one peep at the CN Tower from this corner. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoyed the streetcar ride. There's the CN Tower. I walked all the way to this street corner just to get this shot. Studrock says thumbnail. Brenda says she's shopping. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that streetcar ride and the stream that started right around King Station, and then we walked all the way to Liberty Village. I just had some people following me. I wanted to get rid of them. Greetings from Azerbaijan. Thanks to everyone who sent a super chat, and a few PayPal donations came through. Big thank you to those guys. Thanks to our moderators. Tomorrow morning's video will be the video that I edited last night live on my other channel. If you want to watch that video where I edit a video, I kind of set it up poorly. I apologize for that. My live stream setup was not the best, as my face was blocking too much of it, but hey, we'll get it better next time. So go to my other channel, Stumbles, hit subscribe, check that video out. Thanks for putting Bevy YHZ's channel up over 400. And now I go to a station that I used to go to every day after work when I worked in First Canadian Place. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you to everybody who has been saying goodbye. Sorry if I sound muffled. I just left my mask on because I'm about to dip right back down into the subway. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I will next be streaming tomorrow night on my Johnny Stumbles channel. There may or may not be some backwards videos involved.
Reporting King to Gas West Station.
There will probably be backwards videos.
Arriving the TTC.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Susan. All right, guys. Have yourselves a good night. Thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you on the next one.